Hi girls, this is gonna be an English video because you've been asking me for more videos in English, and I'm gonna do a little Q&A answering the questions you send me on Instagram. Look at this, there's a lot of questions. So yeah, that's it, really informal, a little hungover from yesterday from Halloween party. So I'm in my bed and I'm gonna answer the questions and that's it. So let's get started. My baby's crying upstairs, so maybe you can hear her crying. Just ignore, okay? The first one is, Maria, why did you decide to stay just 1 year in the US as an au pair and don't do the second year? Well, this person probably started following me now and it's kind of confused because I'm in my second year as an au pair. So in my first year, I used to live in Connecticut and I used to take care of 3 kids. The ages were 1, 5, and 7. And now I'm in my second year. I'm living in California, San Francisco, and I'm taking care of just 1 baby and she is 14 months. So yeah, I'm doing my second year as an au pair. So the next question is, what do you think of doing the program dating someone in Brazil? So come to the US and having a boyfriend or girlfriend in Brazil. What do I think about that? Well, it's kind of hard to answer that because I think that depends on how's your relationship in Brazil and what are your plans with this person for the future. And if you have plans with this person, maybe that can work. I don't know. I've never been in a long distance relationship before. Actually, I did, but for a short time and didn't work that much, and it was like 1 hour away from the person. So can you imagine living 12 hours away from this person and you don't see that person for 1 or 2 years? I think that's a lot. So for me, I will never do the program dating someone in Brazil. I know it's hard, like break up with someone that you love, but I think when you're here and you have someone waiting for you in Brazil, you don't enjoy the experience as much as you can. You're holding someone in Brazil and someone is holding you. What's the point? But on the other hand, I have friends who are in a relationship in Brazil and that's kind of worked. They had plans like to get married when they come back, and also the partner came to visit them here. So I think this is a really important point. If the person will be able to come to visit you, because spend 1 or 2 years without seeing the person, I think that's a lot. And if you have plans for the future. So if it's a recent relationship, I don't think that can support that much time away. I don't know, it's hard. But for me, I will never be in a relationship during my time here. I feel like here you need to focus on yourself, in your plans, travel, meet people, enjoy your experience. So, and I feel like when you're not in a relationship, you have so much options for you here. So you can decide to stay after the program, you can meet new people here, you can travel whatever you want and don't need to give any explanations for anybody. This next, all the time I do the Q&A on Instagram, people send me this one. Why did you decide to not stay in the US after the program? And I think I already answered this in another video, but basically I've never had this dream to live here in the US forever. My plan was just came to visit and travel and live the experience and go back to Brazil and travel to other countries and other places. I feel like the world is too much for me just staying here forever. I don't see myself staying anywhere forever for now. And when you stay after the program and you don't have the visa, you can't leave the country and come back. So you basically need to stay here for a long time. And I don't see myself doing it. So staying like stuck in here and don't be able like to travel to other places. So that's why I decided not staying here in the US and just go back to Brazil after the program, and then I can decide what I'm gonna do next. What is your agency and how much did you spend to do the au pair program? I came through cultural care and I spent around 5k reais, so 5,000 reais. The next is, do you think is it possible to save money during the program? And I'm gonna say yes, but I feel like that depends on what are your plans, because if you're planning traveling a lot and buying things, that's not gonna work. So you can't save money and do all of the things. And if you're planning do the other stuff, you're not gonna save money. So that's the point. I decided to travel and to buy everything I want, so I didn't save that much. And now that I'm the end of the program in my 6 months left, I started saving a little bit. You definitely can do all the things. If you decide to save money, you have $200 or $300 or $400 a week to save, but then you're not gonna do the other stuff. What I'm gonna say is like save at least $50 a week, and then at the end you have at least a little bit. I'm not the right person to answer that because I didn't save that much. How long did it take to find your host family? I was looking for the first time, I think was like a month and a half, and I talked to 10 host families, I think. And in my second year was around that too, like a month or two to find a family. And I talked to 6 or 7, I think, for my second year, but I had a lot of families on my profile, I think more than 20, but I used to read the profile, and if I realized like we're not gonna be a good match, just reading the profile, you have an idea. I didn't talk to the family, so that's why I didn't talk to all of them, but it was around a month and a half. The next is, are you still talking to the guy from Hawaii? And no, sorry to disappoint you guys, but we're not talking. I don't know if everybody here knows, but I met a guy when I was in Hawaii, my last trip. It was really nice meeting him, and we had like a perfect night for one night. But we're not talking anymore, and I knew that wasn't my plan, keep talking with him, and I think wasn't his plan too. So yeah, that was it. We had a really good time together, but we didn't have plans to keep talking because he lives so far, and I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I didn't see why keep talking with someone that you don't see yourself with. So no, we're not talking, and it was really nice, but was just for one night, and that's it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I posted 2 videos on TikTok talking about this experience, so go there and check it out. The next is, Maria, what was the best part of your exchange? And I'm gonna say people that I met and places that I visit, because that was the best part for sure. I met so many people here, so many Brazilians, so many people from other countries, and I made a lot of friends, which was like so good. And I'm so grateful for all of these people because they made my year good. Also, the places that I visit, that was my plan coming here to the US, living for a while. And I was able to do a lot of trips, and it was amazing. So every time I open like my gallery and I see the pictures, I was like, I can't believe I lived all of that, because it was like my biggest dream. And now I can, when I see the pictures, I was like, yeah, I did it, and I'm so grateful. So that was the best part for sure. Maria, have you ever dated? And yes, I think I've never talked about that on Instagram or here, but I had 2 relationships in my life when I was really young. I don't know, 14, and was for 2 years. Not that good. A lot of traumas. I don't want to talk about that. And the other one was during 4 years when I was in high school and college. But right now I'm really good by myself. I'm living my best life. I'm doing all I want to do, and I'm kind of sick of men. So maybe kissing one or other here and there, but I'm not looking for nothing serious. Hawaii or New York City? Oh, this is so hard. Don't ask me that. It's so hard. I loved Hawaii so much, but you know, New York City is my favorite place here. I'm gonna say Hawaii. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Stop. Because I think it's too different. It's completely different vibes. So if you wanna go to the beach, and I feel like Hawaii, you feel a little bit like Brazil. And I think New York City for me is totally the US. So that's why it's completely different vibes. I love both, that's for sure. But I'm gonna say Hawaii because when I think the lifestyle I want to live, living next to the beach, don't work that much, just enjoying life. I think that's what I want for my life. And in New York City, it's completely different. People live for work. People do everything so fast, walk fast, eat fast. So I love the city. It's so beautiful. There's a lot of things to do. But in the lifestyle, I'm pretty sure Hawaii is the best place. Why don't you start teaching English for your followers? I don't think I have enough time to do that, and I don't think I know how to teach someone. So I'm really proud of my English level now, and I feel like I can talk about everything with everyone, but I don't feel like I'm ready to teach someone. I don't even have time. So my focus is making content. That's what I want to do, and I don't feel like start teaching English is gonna be worth it for me. So I think I'm gonna spend a lot of time doing it. I want to spend this time making content. That's the thing. Do you like living in San Francisco? I'm gonna say yes. I like living here, but it's definitely not my favorite place in the US. But I really like living here, especially for the family and for my studio here. I really like living here. I enjoy living here because I can travel to other places close. So Los Angeles, Vegas, San Diego. I did a lot of trips around here. So that's why I like living here, but it's definitely not my favorite place in the US. Give me some advice for a recent au pair. I posted a video on TikTok, I think last week, talking about that. So I'm gonna say exactly the same things. First, I would say it's important to say no sometimes, because sometimes the host family is going to ask you for things that you don't want to do, or it's not right to do, or it's out of the rules, and it's totally fine if you say no. Sometimes you're going to feel bad to saying no, but it is important to start saying since the beginning, because then you put some limits, you know. Other thing I'm going to say, save some money, at least a little bit a week, even if it's like $20, $50, because at the end you're gonna have at least a little bit, and you never know when you're gonna need the money, so it's important to have at least a little bit. And I'm gonna say, if you buy things and you don't use, here in the US it's really easy to return things, so go there and return and get your money back. And that's it. I think I answered a lot of questions. It was so fun to do that. I hope you guys like it. If you have any other question, put in the comments below, and comment here what do you think about this kind of video, and then I can do it again. Thanks for watching, and I see you on my next video. Bye!